Hello and welcome to the 24th annual Everett Alvarez High School graduation ceremony.
Hola y bienvenidos a la ceremonia 24 de graduación de la preparatoria Everett Alvarez.
Bonjour et bienvenue à la 24e cérémonie de remise de diplôme de lycée Everett Alvarez.
第24回エバレット・アルバレズ高校の卒業式へようこそ。
Hi everyone, my name is Amberlyn Factoris Bautista and I am the ASB Vice President. It has come with honor to have the opportunity to sit here in front of you today. On behalf of our class, I would like to welcome you to the Everett Alvarez's graduation ceremony of 2021. To start off, I want to thank everyone who has helped us get to this day and for those who worked so hard organizing this special and memorable event for all of us. This graduation ceremony will forever hold a meaningful memory in our hearts. I want to thank our amazing teachers for the knowledge you have given us from the start. Thank you for not giving up on us. Despite the stress and difficult times we have experienced the past couple of years, you still always managed to be understanding and even help save students from the dark. You held us back from a point where some of us were even almost giving up, and I couldn't imagine how stressful it was teaching students from home. So again, thank you for all your hard work. We also thank our families, friends, coaches, and staff, along with our peers for all the constant support throughout our years of education. Parents and families, you're probably wondering where time and all the years have gone. It's as if yesterday you were looking at your little ones walking into the first day of kindergarten, watching them cry from separation or either eagerness and excitement from being able to begin their journey to explore the world. To my family, Mom, Dad, Ate Bevs, and Ate Leng, thank you for everything. To my closest friends, to my significant other, thank you for everything. And to everyone's families, know that we will always be grateful for all the unconditional love and support you have for us, which is the reason we are here today. Class, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you. It's been such a long journey, but of course, it doesn't end here. Our journey has just begun. 4 years ago, most of us walked into the entrance of this school with excitement, curiosity, and especially the unforgettable feeling of butterflies in our stomachs from the nervousness we would always have on the first day of school. But now, the same 4 years later, we are leaving the school behind to a whole new amazing group of students, most of whom were just as nervous as we were when we first arrived. I am so excited to see every one of you strive for success in the future. Needless to say, wherever your future takes you, let it take you somewhere. You only live once in this reality. Lastly, thank you, universe, and thank you, God, for all your blessings and lessons. Class of 2021, we did it.
graduating class, there's a unique personality. I believe our class, the class of 2021, to have been one of the most resilient and determined classes to have ever graduated since the establishment of the school. As we progress into a new episode of our life, we're just beginning to learn self-identity. We're just beginning our journey to adulthood, a timeline that began with childhood and will continue to progress until the time is right for all of us. This adulthood requires maturity. A maturity that allows us to be held accountable for our decisions and the outcomes that come along with its twists and its turns. Life is far more than bad grades, classes, and people. Reality of life is that we will all face many challenges as we move further into our future. So don't be afraid to ask for help. We all need someone in this world, and it would be a lonely place if we only had ourselves. Similarly, don't be afraid to speak up and stand up for what you believe in. We are all called to be a light in this world in some way, perhaps through using what we were granted in this lifetime. As a teacher once told me, I don't want you to change your beliefs. They're meaningful and important to you. No matter what you do, it's valuable. It doesn't matter where you start. You don't need the prestige. You don't need your name to be engraved on a golden plate to chase after your aspirations. All you need is yourself. Don't measure life success on superficial achievements. Measure it by your long-term accomplishments. Those accomplishments are a contribution you are making to this planet. Learn to think of the world as a place where you belong, as a place where the world would be just a little less without you. A world where without you, it wouldn't be the same. Carry that with you going forward. Do what you are passionate about, not what others expect of you. But always remember, wherever you might be standing right now, that there are others who need us. Others who look up to us as role models, and others who wish they had the same opportunities we do. One of the most valuable things I learned throughout high school is the motto, service above self. It truly asks us to be representative of others, to give those who can't speak a voice. Be the best version of yourself, and don't take any step of the way for granted. The best education is life, and the best teachers are those in our daily lives we interact with. Detrás de cada promoción hay una personalidad única en cada clase. Sinceramente creo que nuestra clase del año 2021 ha sido una de las clases más firmes y diligentes que se hayan graduado desde el primer año que abrió esta escuela. A medida que avanzamos hacia un nuevo capítulo de nuestra vida, apenas comenzamos a formar la identidad propia. Apenas comenzamos nuestro camino hacia la edad adulta. Una línea de tiempo que comenzó con la niñez y continuará desarrollándose hasta nuestro momento adecuado. Esta edad adulta requiere madurez. Una madurez que nos permite tener juicio y asumir nuestros frutos de la vida junto con los giros y vueltas que la acompañan. La vida es mucho más que clases, calificaciones y personas desagradables. La realidad de la vida es que todos enfrentamos muchos desafíos a medida que avanzamos hacia nuestro futuro. No tengan miedo de pedir ayuda. Todos dependemos del uno al otro en este mundo y sería un lugar solitario si solo nos tuviéramos a nosotros mismos. Del mismo modo, no tengas miedo de hablar y defender lo que crees. Todos estamos llamados a ser sal y luz de este mundo de alguna manera, tal vez mediante el uso de lo que nos concedió esta vida. Como me dijo una vez un maestro, no quiero que cambies tus creencias, son significativas e importantes para ti. Hagas lo que hagas, es valioso. No importa por dónde empieces, no necesitas la popularidad, no necesitas que tu nombre esté grabado en una placa dorada para tener ambición, todo lo que necesitas es a ti mismo. No midas el éxito de la vida en base a ganancias superficiales, mídelo por tus logros a largo plazo. Esos logros son una contribución que estás haciendo en este planeta. Aprende a pensar en el mundo como un lugar en el que perteneces, como un lugar donde el mundo sería un poco menos sin ti. Un mundo en el que sin ti no sería lo mismo. Lleva esto contigo en el futuro. Haz lo que te apasiona, no lo que los demás esperan de ti. Pero recuerda siempre, de donde quiera que te encuentres en este momento, hay otros que nos necesitan, otros que nos ven como modelos a seguir y otros que desearían tener las mismas oportunidades que nosotros. Una de las cosas más valiosas que aprendí durante esos años de preparatoria es el lema, servicio a otros sobre de uno mismo. Realmente nos pide que seamos ejecutantes de los demás, que demos voz a los que no tienen. Sé la mejor versión de ti mismo y no des ningún paso del camino por sentado. La mejor educación es la vida, y los mejores maestros son aquellas personas con las que nos interrelacionamos en nuestra vida diaria. Muchas gracias.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, and the fabulous class 2021. It is a pleasure to be here today. My name is Jorge Luis Antonio Marquez Sanchez, and I'm extremely honored to be this year's valedictorian for the class of 2021. To begin, I'd like to refresh your memories of our beginnings as Eagles. We arrived here being prepubescent, timid, and unaware of the high school roller coaster we would be on. Even though our experiences were limited to around 2.5 years of in-person learning, I'm sure we've made special memories along the way. Some of us studied our eyes out for the test we dreaded. Others of us gave back to the community through Ciclovia, the Salvation Army, and other organizations. Let's not forget the days where we screamed our hearts out as we won the Spirit Award at the Jamboree, the goosebumps we've experienced during a rivalry soccer game or football game against Alisal, or the flavorful and nutritious spicy chicken sandwiches we ate together. I never thought that I would miss having daily discussions with my friends, Jose Romo and Jesus Fierros, on the latest soccer news, or that I would look back and laugh at the shock when we discovered the length of Mr. Stevens' summer assignment. Although we spent the last year bored in the house and in the house bored, we participated in the latest TikTok trends. We nervously watched the presidential election unfold and had Bad Bunny's albums on replay. Side note, if anyone has extra tickets, please let me know. Some of us even try to become millionaires overnight by investing in GameStop, AMC, and Dogecoin. To sum it all up, over the last 4 years, we have grown. Maybe not so much physically, but we have definitely matured as scholars, athletes, family members, and community members. In all seriousness, the circumstances we faced over the past 4 years have taken a toll in all of our lives. Many of us struggled with online learning, faced financial instability, and some of us even lost loved ones. However, our success was not hindered as we are now graduating despite the obstacles we have faced. If we could get through the past 4 years, I know that the resourceful, ambitious, and unique class of 2021 will overcome any future adversity. As newly inducted adults, our next challenge is to discover our passions and know how we can make an impact in the world. I remember sitting wide-eyed on a colorful rug while my 3rd grade teacher told us her hopes for our futures. She said she hoped that one day we would come back to see her as grown adults and as professionals. She said she expected to see us one day visit her classroom years later as doctors, lawyers, police officers, in order to inspire the next generation. Thank you, Ms. Freiberger, for being the first teacher I remember that introduced me to dreaming of a career. However, as high school graduates, our dreams can no longer be figments of our imagination. What we aspire to be will only be limited by what we set our aspirations to be. Although we face constraining barriers like social capital, systemic racism, gentrification, and the increasing wealth gap, we must continue to persevere even if that means we have to work twice as hard, like Jaime Escalante noted in the film Stand and Deliver. Ganas is all you need. With this in mind, our dreams will be attainable by the goals we set for ourselves. In the words of pop star Ariana Grande, I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. As the world reopens and we settle into our normal lives, we must fulfill our obligation to expand our worldview and become aware of pressing social, political, and economic issues. In light of the recent threats to our democracy, the atrocious hate crimes that have gone viral, and the ongoing controversy over climate change, it is with great importance that I urge you all to become informed voters, advocates for progress, and most importantly, open-minded citizens. In our increasingly digital and diverse world, polarizing messages in the form of political campaigns, targeted ads, or biased news sources will attempt to construct a distorted image to shape the way you think and the decisions you make. In order to truly live in a state of freedom where we can grow as individuals and as a society, it is imperative that our search for light and truth starts today and follows us for the rest of our lives. As we continue to discover more about the world and seek to fulfill our dreams and aspirations, it is important to remember to acknowledge the friends and family that have helped us along the way. Like Linda Ellis mentions in my favorite composition, what matters is how we live and love and spend our dash. I'd like to thank Mr. Williams for his unparalleled commitment to our class, and Ms. Mondragon for keeping up with my last-minute requests throughout the years. You guys always came through. To the OG, thank you, Ms. Henry, for instilling in us the importance of goal setting. You began to impact my life since the day I first sat in your classroom. And to my Puente brothers and sisters, I feel extremely lucky to have formed a family with all of you. I am eager about the journey you will all embark on, and I can't wait to hear more about all of your accomplishments in a few years once we're a bit taller, wealthier, smarter, and much better looking. I'm also grateful for outside organizations like the Cesar Chavez Football Academy for giving me the chance to play competitive soccer and teach me the value of discipline. Most importantly though, thank you to all the families that have supported our journey to achieve this milestone. Our successes are incomparable compared to the sacrifices you have endured. A special thank you to the immigrant farm working parents for being the heart of the city. To say you are hardworking is simply an understatement. It takes true love and willpower to leave your home country and experience waking up at 4 a.m., trembling in the cold, and proceeding to work 12-hour days while bent over underneath the scorching sun. All of this in hopes to see your children succeed. Gracias a todas las familias que apoyaron nuestra trayectoria para lograr este triunfo. Nuestros éxitos son incomparables en comparación con los sacrificios que han soportado. Un agradecimiento especial a los padres inmigrantes trabajadores agrícolas por ser el corazón de esta ciudad. Decir que son trabajadores no es suficiente. Se necesita amor verdadero y fuerza de voluntad para salir de su país de origen. El despertarse a las 4 de la mañana, temblando de frío, y comenzar a trabajar 12 horas al día mientras están agachados, debajo del sol ardiente. Todo esto con la esperanza de que sus hijos tengan éxito. And finally, thank you to my family. Being the youngest certainly had its perks. To my funny, creative, talented, and older brother, thank you, Juan, for leading our family in the right direction while always adding a bit of humor. To my bright, energetic, and determined older sister, Yasmin, standing in the place where you once stood feels pretty cool. I guess it runs in the family. I'm so lucky to have you as my lifelong mentor. Muchas gracias mamá y papá por los esfuerzos que han hecho por toda su vida para poder verme aquí. Ustedes se han enfrentado a muchos sacrificios para nosotros y ahora es nuestro turno de cruzar nuevas fronteras. It was no surprise being this year's valedictorian. You have all supported me in many ways. Thanks to you all, I am proud to announce that I will be continuing my education at Harvard University. I'm excited for all of your futures and wish you the best of luck in the endeavors you choose to pursue from now on. Congratulations, Class 2021. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Good afternoon, parents, staff, and the graduating class of 2021. My name is Nevaeh Sabillo, and I have the honor of being this year's ASB president. Starting off, I want to emphasize how proud I am of every single person that has made it to this point today, whether we have met before or not. Out of every single senior year in history, a global pandemic came out of nowhere and decided to steal ours. Many of us had to navigate our way through college applications with absolutely no clue with what we were doing. Many of us struggled with our mental health and having to constantly shift out of normality, and many of us were cut short of opportunities and memories that we were anticipating our whole lives. To sum it all up, we took an L this year, but the thing is, so many of us managed to succeed even during such a difficult time, and class of 2021 never fails to surprise me. We have people who got into Stanford, Princeton, UCLA, Berkeley, etc., and seeing how much motivation was still left in some of us was truly inspiring. Most of us come from first-generation households and are the first to attend college in our families, and I hope you guys are just as proud of yourselves as I am, because for many, this is the higher opportunity our parents strived for us to achieve, and dreams are finally starting to come true. Everett Alvarez High School has become my home away from home. I would spend most of the hours of my day here, from doing things like homecoming, where I had to arrive at school at 6 in the morning and I couldn't leave until around 1 in the morning to clean the gym, or when I would work soccer concessions as a freshman and would stay until 9, counting money, or when I finished cheering for both. The point is that I spent a lot of time here. And to have a place that I spent most of my teenage years in stripped away was really, really strange to adjust to. And I know with quarantine, many of us had tons of time to ourselves to just think and learn more about ourselves, like learning more about how we identify or who we choose to associate ourselves with. But within that time, I spent a lot of time reflecting that our lives are just beginning if you think about it. Throughout high school, we never worried about adult things because we were too busy worrying about our next APUSH test or our next club meeting, but now we don't have a choice to procrastinate on adulthood because it's about to hit us like a truck. And it is scary, I must admit, but I have no doubt in the world that this class will be able to handle the most difficult situations because we have already accomplished so much. I want to personally thank Becker, Dave, and Miss Hagerty for being my mentors throughout the past 4 years. Thank you to every teacher that I had that believed in me and pushed me to be the best student I could be. I would name you all, but that would take too long, but you guys know who you are. Thank you to my parents for supporting me through everything I wanted to do, because I know you guys wanted me to live high school with no regrets. Thank you to all of the class group chats I was in, because it was very fun bonding over being stressed. And lastly, thank you to all of the friends that I made, whether it be through ASB, cheer, track, or even from class. You guys have given me the most valuable memories and have made my high school experience 10 times better. Although I'm excited to see where we all end up, I'm truly going to miss everyone and the memories we have made on this campus. It was a pleasure being able to spend a few senior events with each other one last time, and I'm grateful that we were able to share this last coming-of-age movie moment that we've all been waiting for. Congratulations, class of 2021. The countless hours of procrastination have finally paid off, and we made it. I wish you all the best of luck with whatever journey you choose to pursue. Thank you.
The moment has come for this time's honored tradition. So on behalf of the Salinas Union High School District, seniors, will you move your tassels right to left? I now present to you the class of 2021. Congratulations.
Look Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.